I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
And with that, guys, hello and welcome to the next Let's Play on this channel. Let's play BattleTech. Before we start here, the first episode is probably going to be a little bit longer. We are going to be doing a bit of reading, and I haven't played the game before, so it's a strategy game, so I of course will do bad choices, but you know, that's just if it's a strategy game. So let's pop into it then. Welcome to the Oregon Reach. It's, you know, as you may have heard already, it has something to do with MechWarrior. Maybe you remember that. I remember the times playing that on LAN parties, but anyhow, that's something different. Let's pop into it. The Oregon Reach is a small kingdom in the rimworld periphery, a region of space that lies at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. It is home to the Oregon Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy and ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations, under the rule of House Arano, the Oregon Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here your story begins, and I have to say, the soundtrack sounds already amazing. Decades ago, your family came to the Reach from, oh my god, I didn't expect so much. Let's quickly do that. Mech warriors who hail from the Combine. Sorry, as I said before, there is gonna be a little bit of reading. If you don't want to hear that, then please skip it. Sorry for that. Mech warriors who hail from the Combine tend to be fierce, disciplined, and relentless fighters, no matter the odds they might face on the battlefield. Although the Dracoins Combine is ethnically diverse as any of the vast interstellar empires, it is also one of the most culturally homogeneous. Over centuries of rule, the founding house Kurita has succeeded in uniting the people of the Combine into a single culture and one heavily molded around medieval Japanese society. Wow. While some, most notably the descendants of the conquered Principality of Razorhawk, continue to chafe the uniformity of Dracoin society. Sorry, my reading today is again a little sucky. Overall, this has created a more cohesive populace and military than seen in the other great houses of the Inner Sphere. So what was that? Okay. The Free Worlds League mech warriors who hail from the Free Worlds League tend to be passionate, enduring fighters who value justice and equality above all else. That sounds cool, I think. The oldest and theoretically most democratic of all of the great successor states of the Inner Sphere, the Free Worlds League is actually a broad collation of many minor noble houses. For most of the League's history, it has been ruled under the martial law by Captain General, who by tradition is from House Merrick. The culturally diversity and relative independence of its component regions are not once the greatest strengths of the Free World and its greatest weakness. The Federated Suns. Mech warriors who hail from the Federated Suns tend to possess more finely honored skills and better equipment than their counterparts from the other regions of space. They often see themselves as righteous warriors and champions of liberty, sometimes to a fault. Though nearly extinguished by the Draconis Combine in the First Secession War, the Federated Suns, a constitutional monarchy ruled by the renowned House Devian, has become arguably the most powerful of the 5 great successor states. Through skillful military campaigns and subtle diplomacy, House Devian has significantly increased the number of star systems under its control in the last 2 centuries. Mech warriors who hail from the Illyrian Commonwealth tend to be hardy, well-equipped and well-trained, though they also earned a reputation for not being particularly strategic thinkers on the battlefield. Wealth is the greatest strength of the merchant princes of the Illyrian Commonwealth ruled by House Steiner. Despite a number of humiliating defeats in the first 2 succession wars, the Illyrian Commonwealth has bounced back thanks to the combined strength of its economy, the biggest of the 5 great successor states, and its control of the Inner Sphere's large functioning battlefield factories. Battle mechs factories, what the Illyrian Commonwealth may lack in military prowess, it makes up for with raw numbers and industrial scale. Mech warriors who hail from the Capellian Confederation are dedicated and steadfast combatants capable of holding the line and often surprise those opponents who make the mistake of underestimating them. The Capellian Confederation has suffered the most at the hands of the successor states over the last 2 centuries of war, having lost nearly half the territory it once controlled at the height of Star League rules. Over time, the leadership of House Lyra has transformed the Capellan Confederation into a socialist police state with highly regulated economy. Most Capellans take great pride in their citizenship, which must be earned through service to the state. The Magistracy of Canopus, mech warriors who hail from the Magistracy of Cannabis can run the gamut of skill and fighting styles, but they are often favor clever and unorthodox tactics on the field. We're smaller than the great successor states of the Inner Sphere. The Magistracy of Cannabis is one of the major powers on the Rimworld periphery. The Magistracy is a matriarchal society led by a matrix. This is an elected position open to any woman, but largely controlled by House Cantrella. Due to the family's popularity, the Magistracy supports an open society and ensures the personal liberty of all citizens and their right to live their lives at their will. The Turian Concordant tend to be Mech warriors who hail from the Tertullian Concordant tend to be stubborn and aggressive. They can be quick into anger, but they are nonetheless skilled and perceptive combatants. Founded as a constitutional monarchy under the leadership of House Calderon, the Taurian Concordant is the strongest military power of the Rimworld periphery. It is also one of the oldest surviving realms of human civilization, having been formed long before the creation of Star League. of the Staliturian, citizens enjoy extensive freedom guaranteed by the Corcan Charter and take pride in defending those freedoms through compulsory service. The Taurian Concordant has long had an antagonistic relationship with the Inner Seer, particularly with the Federated Suns, the Rimworld Periphery. There's no easy way to characterize mech warriors hailing from the Rimworld Periphery. They can be anything from petty thugs to ruthless tacticians, so skilled and honorable warriors. The nations and minor noble houses of the Rimworld Periphery have long played a role in shaping humanity. The Star League's downfall began in the Periphery, eventually leading to the current tetrad state of these disparate star systems on the edge of known space. The Periphery is still the galaxy's frontier, where the great houses of the Inner Seer play deadly politics, petty bandit kingdoms thrive, and pirates band prey on the minor noble houses trying to survive in the hostile environment. The Deep Periphery mech warriors that hail from the Deep Periphery are rare, but even rarer is the mech warrior who will admit to such an origin. Beyond the outmost edges of the Periphery lie depths of space that remain uncharted and unknown to most of human civilization. Little is known about these regions, but they are far from uninhabited. The Deep Periphery is littered with abandoned colonies and small outposts, isolated from the rest of humanity. After the fall of the Star League, General Alexander Kerensky led the remains of the Star League defensive force in the Deep Periphery, disappearing from the Inner Seer and from recorded history. And I think I'll go with the Free World League. Yes, let's take them. You are of noble birth. Through immigrants to the Oregon Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of the Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child there, to the family titles and ancestral BattleTech and all Blackjack BJ1. This is where you meet Roger Massif Montgomery, a veteran of the Secession Wars, whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Roger was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot on his tutelage. I don't know how to pronounce that. It was an uneventful life. So, until the day after your 16th birthday, when you were exiled, once the promising young scion of your family, you committed an unforgivable transgression and were sentenced to life in exile. You stole away with the family's ancestral blackjack and set off to find a new life to call your home. Gunnery, okay, and tactics. You struck out on your own. As the heir to a noble family, you grew up wanting for nothing. As it turns out, you couldn't stand a life of pampered nobility. Finally, one night you stole away with family blackjack and set off to find a new life to call your own. Piloting, what does that do? Pilot increases melee hit chunks and base sprint distance. Alright, that sounds nice. Your family went bankrupt. As you grew older, you watched your family's fortune, income and influence slowly dwindle away until nothing left. Your parents, driven to despair, took their own lives. Tactics, alright, called shot opportunities. I don't know what of that is actually bring us to anything. Sorry, we are already a little bit in. As I said, there is a little bit talking. This episode is going to be longer than the rest of the episodes, so stay tuned, please. The rest of your family died in a freak jump ship accident, after which you discovered they had left nothing behind but piles of debt. After selling everything, they settled the debt. You set off on your own with only your ancestral blackjack left your name. Your family was betrayed, and its seat of power destroyed. You defeated the betrayers, but you were the sole surviving member of your house with nothing but your family at blackjack left to call your own. You set off to make your new life. I go with your family was betrayed. Out on your own, you fell into the life of a Do we go through all that? I don't want to be a pirate. I want to go with the inner sea mercenary plus tactics plus. Sorry that I'm skipping that now. It's a little bit too much right now. I'm going with the soldier thing. Until years later, you cross paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. On a ill-fated mission, you were caught behind enemy lines and separated from your lance. Raju happened to be on patrol nearby, and he launched a daring rescue. Upon finding out it was you he had rescued, he brought you into the house Astrono Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of the Lady Kamea Arano. Alright, we will call our little, let's go psychic, Monty and Hunt. It's just like that. So we will be pronoun they. Alright, now I go with he, and I'm not going through customization as of time right now, but how do we look like, guys? I think I'm going just with that due to I think he looks the normals run. So here we have our character. I think a wise choice, I hope at least. And well, now we can finally hop into the game. Alright, there we are, guys. Nice little intro. Coronation Day, Arono Summer Palace, 8:53 local time. So let's see. I expect a little tutorial here. Let me just cut out the loading time. See you in a second. Move the mouse to the edge of the screen or use WASD. Alright. That is that. Use the right mouse button or Q&E to rotate the camera. Alright, that will do. Okay, Psychic, I had the Espinosa refit yards rush the repairs on your blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it just to be sure. Standard field tests, you know, the drill. I actually do not know. More importantly though, I want to tell you more about the job I brought you out here to do. Now do me a favor and get the BattleTech moving. Let's see if there are any kinks in the actuators. I didn't pronounce it right, sorry. So it is our turn right now. Click on the macro portrait or press tab to cycle between available units.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Alright, thank you very much. Move your mouse to the indicated point. Click once you select it. Alright, that's just pretty standard. Click against... Wait a second. Click once to select where you wish to go. Click again to choose which direction to face. Okay, I get it now. We, of course, want to face right there. So there we move on through the trees. I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Stamatra's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Kamea's safety during her coronation procession. Anyways, looks like your actuaries checked check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burned out. All urban max and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything, but my gut tells me something's off, and a warrior trusts their instincts.
Yes, they do. Select a target with your mouse or press tab to cycle between targets. Click fire when ready. Okay, so we can cycle through. I go with that one.
All weapons committed.
Alright, that was a little bit laggy. Sorry for that, guys.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Alright, good shot. Your guns are in working order at least. Okay, there's another target dummy. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safety to Korea City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria at her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth to be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see the drone over there, the one moving through the line, through the tree line. I don't see it actually. Put some hurt on it for me, and then when it turns, take it out with a single. Man, my English today. Take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's done, we'll keep moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
Alright, fire at the target in the forest. So I guess here's the target dummy. So can we actually move? It doesn't seem so, so I'll just attack it. And probably I can I do something like that? I think, shooting it in the front won't bring us anything, but let's try out. So I think we just took some armor off it, so it at least seems.
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
So I would have liked to move, but obviously we can't do that right now. But I think now I should be able to shoot at it, can't I? Let me get out of here. To which side we are facing right now? We should actually be able to attack its left, I think. So let's hopefully take the left there.
All weapons committed.
Alright, that went good.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Nice shot. No, I don't know how familiar you are with Arigan politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transfer of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want you to descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch on the ground there near the edge of the lake. Alright, will do. Let's take him. It's our turn. And we will jump. Alright. And we want to jump there. And I guess the firing arc should be into that direction.
Enemy detected.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
Alright, I think actually that is a really neat feature that you can overheat and then need to cool down. I think not too many games implement something like that. Warning, plasma leak detected jump jet malfunction. Jump jet is systems damage. System inoperable until it is repaired. Oh, for the love of all gods, this is what I get for insisting on a rush job. No, not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe it. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jets replaced, so we are gonna have to make to do without them. Go ahead and take the mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is gonna break down on your blackjack before we take it out on the Cormorant Road. Alright. Click the melee targeting reticle on the enemy or press V to cycle through melee targets, then click the attack button. So, okay, there we have melee targets. Melee attack using pulsing skills on hit. It ignores evasive, hit removes guarded, deals damage and stability damage. So the question is, where should you actually go for? Shall we go to the head or the center torso? That is the question I wanna... Okay, let's go to the centered torso and see what is going to happen.
Engaging physical attack.
Wow, that was a nice miss skill hit. At least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack. Alright.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
So, alright, execute a normal move, gaining evasive charges based on distance, +2 difficulty to hit this units with ranged attacks per evasive charge. May also use the initiate a melee attack on nearby enemies. Okay. Okay, and what is when I attack now? Okay, oh, that's a nice animation. Yeah, at least it's down. That is now for me important. Let's just now sprint ahead, facing that direction, because I think there's the first enemy, the first real enemy. I should probably... Oh, I think I'm alright here. So he missed us because we sprinted, so that is something we should keep in mind, that sprinting helps us out there a little bit. Congratulations, Psychic, your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be. Well, except our jump pack's not working, given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, well, I know that you'll be ready. Alright, it's time to move on. Lady Aruna is awaiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
Okay, I would actually like to turn into his direction, but obviously I can't do that. If I move, I can turn here and then I can hopefully shoot at him. But not now. We are still evasive. That is quite good, because I guess we are now being... No, we are not being shot at. And I can't shoot him, can I? So that's weird. Should I have just sprinted there? I don't know. Psychic, allow me to introduce Kamea Aruna, the soon-to-be High Lady of the Oregon Coalition. It's Lady Victoria on this is Lady Victoria on this channel. For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold, the responsibilities of a noble daughter, a fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cussing, but by this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cribble that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold words, cousin, but the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my Kega is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a BattleTech, and in the arena I reign supreme. Well, we'll see, cousin, we'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the Turner grounds, Sir Raju. I'm ready to go where you are, overland along the Cormorant Road as the Arano tradition. Kamea, will get there in one piece. Psychic, fall in behind me, and remember what I told you. Alright, that will do.
Mission successful.
And we have concluded the tutorial here. I know, guys, there hasn't been too much of action. We are, I think, around a half an hour in. I'm gonna take on, and we are going to take a little look in the next mission and see what happens.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old, the time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Arano will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
So, as expected, there is going to be some kind of war. Coronation Day, Cordia City outskirts. Oh, sorry there. 13:22 local time. So let's hop into some action, I hope. At least the last couple of minutes of this episode, I want to put in some nice action. What I've noticed already in this game, that there are quite a lot of loading times, and these are not always fast. So if I forget to cut out some loading times, I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that. Flamers generate little heat when fired, but they can quickly overheat an enemy BattleTech. So what I wanted to say already, again, this episode is longer than the usual episodes I do. I'm sorry for that, and I know there hasn't been much action here. There's been a lot of reading out and all that good jazz. But I think, especially if you go on in the first episode of a game, I always like that. I like to read in games everything there is. So that is really the thing I do, especially when I start a new game. But let's start into the next mission. As you can see,
Command interface initiated.
I'm going to miss this, Raju, the clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a BattleTech, the simplicity of it. But there are just up ahead the city gates and my future all laid out before me. Wait, what's that smoke? a guard post, one of the small ones that does the roads leading into the capital. But the emergency band's been cried all morning. I haven't heard anything about any fire.
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
So, forest reduces movement and spotting distance, but provides cover. 25% damage reduction against ranged attacks in the front and sides. Does not stack with guarded, alright. Outside of combat, your entire lance moves in any order. You can even have multiple units moving at the same time. Okay, I will for now just sprint. Hey, I would like to sprint. Okay, there we go. Let's then
Copy that.
jump ahead here. So they seem to have different... Some sort of explosion. Looks recent too. Do you think it was an accident? No chance. You see those scorch marks on the rubble? That's laser fire. We need to get you out of here, Kamea, right now. Yes, I think you're right. There's a patrol of the Royal Guard mechs up ahead. We should go to them. And that...
Whatever's happening here, I won't let it derail your coronation. Your people need you.
Thank you, Raju. I will prove myself worthy of the faith you've placed in me.
Of that, I have no doubt.
So what I notice, what is actually quite funny, that the mechs have different movement speeds that I really need to get used to. So I'm going through the forest here.
Roger that.
So I guess what we have to be careful with the little princess there.
I'll make it happen.
The game has such a great soundtrack in the first couple of minutes, couple of 30 minutes, but I'm missing some soundtrack here in the normal mission, and I already did the first mistake. We should have gone down there, so we just do it right now. So she's going to move up ahead like so. Go there. And you or us is going to sprint right there. Like so. Through the smoke. And the... Okay, that... I didn't see the little clipping there. I was actually hoping for some destructible... what did I want to say, environment, but obviously that is right now not in it.
Affirmative.
So, can she go around there? I don't know.
I'm on the move.
So I will try to keep her, the little green there, in cover as long as I actually can. So then I think these are, you know, it's a trap, I would say. So let us then... Why? I wanted to move you anyhow. That didn't went as I wanted. And I'll keep her there. Hail, Massive, hail, Lady Aruna. We were preparing for Lady Aruna's coronation parade when we got word of a disturbance along the Commonwealth Road. A guard post behind us was attacked. Sir Raju found evidence of laser fire. Is the road behind you clear? Aye. All the way to the southern gate. Lead the way, Sir Raju. We'll fall in behind you and guard your six. Tell me something, guardsman. If the road is clear, why is your battle mech damaged? Our mechs are overdue for maintenance. Ah, alright. But that isn't important right now. We need to worry about Lady Aruna's safety. No, my lady, if you come with us. No, you're lying to us. It's my coronation day. No mech-tech would have sent you out for parade duty in that condition. I'm your sovereign, sir. You will tell me what happened here. Damn it, girl. We don't have time for this. Take them, kill the old man and the mech warrior, but take Lady Aruna alive. So, it's
Fall back,
a trap.
Kamea. Get behind us.
You didn't train me to cower, Raju. You trained me to fight.
Safeties disengaged.
So we are now in full form attack. The hits, oh, it didn't do too much. Thanks to our moving like so. How do we move up actually? That is the question. Once combat has begun, different mechs move in different phases. Lighter units generally move earlier than heavier ones. To reserve all unit actions to a later phase, use the reserve button or press the end key. Alright, that will do.
Talk to me.
So it seems like I can with him shoot at 2 targets. And there I think I did a little mistake in moving our psychic mech here.
How can I help?
But that's no problem, I guess. So as you can see, I can hit him. Or I can hit this guy. The question is, what do I do? Multi-target, so let's try that out. So let's put some shots there. How do we do that actually? Alright, but I do not know where the multi-hits are going. A and B. Okay, now I see A and B here. And I will just do it like that. Fire, please. To be honest, I don't know whether, you know, how the shooting now, whether to diverse it or not is the right thing to do. I just wanted to try it out right now. So that one is retreating, so we shouldn't have fired at it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That were quite a lot of hits there. That wasn't good, that wasn't good. So I'm gonna reserve...
Standing by.
No. I misclicked, I think. I want to move him right there, a little bit in the forest. Okay, I can't really go that far. Let's go there. Can't turn... can at least shoot at the one... Okay, let's do it like that.
Full throttle.
So it's my turn.
You have my attention.
I let her sprint. Okay, you can't really move then. Let's bring it down there. Why can't you move into the right direction there? That is something I do not understand or don't fully comprehend right now. I can't shoot, but I will move anyhow. Maybe we didn't have enough movement points. That could be possible, but at least I can fully attack this guy. So let's get some action into there. So we didn't do the best, but at least we, you know, broke off one arm of him. That I think was quite good. That wasn't bad.
I've got your back.
So I'll move him like so, and then
Roger that.
we I think I will shoot at him. Okay, I can't do anything. Okay, he's going to close combat, isn't he? Yes. So we see that for a change as well. And then he probably can't
That
shoot
was
anymore.
sloppy, lad.
Alright, I don't want to put anyone into reserves, but with him I will sprint like so.
Full throttle.
And then the thing is, I'm thinking from behind, or from the side, you know, you can do... Okay, it's not our turn, I thought. That's a little bit sad. Takes a little bit of a beating, but by now still alright.
Regret that.
And I think in our turn right now we should be able to do something. So I think I will now I will do a single thing on him. Okay, I can't shoot him, so I'll do it on him. And the arm is gone. So I go for the head again. Yes, the head. Alright, that was not much. I wanted to do a little bit more.
Talk to me.
So do you know what I do? I go, no, not that far. Let's go there, and then I can still turn around.
Affirmative.
I want to do some shots to the back there. Why can't I shoot? So as you can see, there are a few things I by now do not quite understand. But I think with the further we go on in the game, the further I understand here. So I will not multi-target, but I will just attack him. And these are already gone. Let's go for the leg there.
All weapons committed.
We didn't do much. So, but at least we injured the pilot. That is not bad. So he's at least out of the forest, which is on one hand good for us.
They punched through my defenses.
So he's on knockdown. That's not nice. Guys, all friendly units have...
Oh, you're in trouble now.
However, they did that.
I'm listening.
So that goes on A, and then I want to have B in it as well, and B gets the, you know, most of the heavy hitting things there.
Copy that.
Alright, we did a little bit of damage there, but he should just get immense, or not immense amounts. Maybe I'm
Inflicting heavy damage.
doing the targeting a little bit wrong there. So it's the enemy turn. Let's see what happens. I don't hope anything bad. Alright, our turn.
Reading you loud and clear.
What I will do for now, I will put everything into this guy. And I go for the heatsink right there. Let's go.
All weapons locked on and firing.
So one is destroyed. Nice. That was an amazing hit.
Scratch one hostile. My mech needs to cool.
Okay, we need to help him out desperately. The bad thing is I think we need to go on with these guys further in the mission, so that could be a little bit problematic for us. I don't hope that. So going for the heatsink here as well.
All weapons committed.
Nice job, kid. One fewer hostile on the board.
Alright.
Enemy mech
We
destroyed.
destroyed our second mech. Kamea, can you hear me? Alexander, we were just attacked. The Royal Guard, my own guardsmen, tried to take me prisoner. Attack me here too. The Royal Guard are killing one another in hordes. Lord Carusa's host guard just got gunned down in front of me. The tourney prevailing is a slaughterhouse. I won't let these citizens or whatever they are steal my birthright. We need to rally every royalist we can find and make a push on the capital. I take the throne by force if I must. Go to Botura Township to the armory. Your soldiers are using it as a rallying point. I heard Lord Disismus sent his house guard there a few minutes ago. Someone's here. I have to move. Rally what forces you can and meet me at the tournament grounds. Be safe. You heard a massive Botura Township. We'll go there, rally our fighters and march on the southern gate with an enemy at our back. Kamea, I know that you and Lord Madeira are friends, but we can't take what he told you on faith. Right now, we don't know who we can trust. In this case, we do. Alexander has been my closest friend and confidant for as long as I can remember. His loyalty is beyond question. I trust him with my life and yours. Now take me to the armory as you command, my lady.
Traitors in the guard. And I fear this is only the beginning.
And that, guys,
Follow me. Keep close and remember your training.
brings
Things are likely to get ugly between here and there.
us to the end of this episode. For now, I really thank you for watching. If you have, sorry again that there was so much reading out and not as much action as I actually wanted to put in the episode. I'm really sorry for that. I didn't imagine it to be, you know, that that talky. Anyhow, if you enjoyed this game, if you enjoyed that we are playing BattleTech right now, then give me a thumbs up. If you have anything to say about the game, whether I should play it or not, whatever you want to say, leave me a comment. Criticism is always amazing, as I always say. And well, if you enjoyed this game, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in the next episode, which will be shorter. Until then, have a nice day, stay frosty, bye.